వెల్కమ్ బ్యాక్. ఢిల్లీలో క్రియేటివ్ ఎకానమీ ఫోరం 3వ ఎడిషన్ ఘనంగా ప్రారంభమైంది. ఇందిరాగాంధీ నేషనల్ సెంటర్ ఫర్ ది ఆర్ట్స్ లో ఎకానమీ ఫోరం నిర్వహిస్తున్నారు. ఈ ఫోరంలో వివిధ ప్రాంతాల నుంచి హాజరైన సృజనాత్మక రంగ నిపుణులు, కళాకారులు, రచయితలు, దర్శకులు, బిజినెస్ లీడర్స్ పాల్గొన్నారు. క్రియేటివ్ ఎకానమీ బలోపేతం లక్ష్యంగా నిర్వహిస్తున్న 3వ ఎడిషన్ కు బిల్డింగ్ క్రియేటివ్ భారత్ ను థీమ్ గా ఎంచుకున్నారు. సృజనాత్మకత రంగ నిపుణులతో మా ప్రతినిధి మరింత సమాచారం అందిస్తారు.
I am Ravi Shankar Kapoor representing the Hans India and BizBuzz. Today this creative economy, the very term creative economy is kind of new. Till a few years ago nobody. So how is it that this thing has come up in the first place? How do you describe that?
So one of the things was that historically when we thought of creative activities, and here creativity I'm defining in terms of artistic activities, it was thought of being, a leisure activity that is done after the serious work is over. In the evening, you maybe listen to music. But in fact, this is an old-fashioned way of thinking about things. In the end, the creative economy is just as much as part of the economy. It creates jobs, it generates value.
It was considered as an economy, creativity.
Yes, it was. As I said, it was
creative activity.
You see, when people talk about leisure, they think that leisure is not an economic activity, but that's the wrong way of thinking about it. Work and leisure are actually not separate. Leisure is somebody's business. What may be leisure for me is an economic activity and serious work for other people. And so I think what has happened through the term creative economy is that we've begun to take the creative economy much more seriously. Now, what that does is that it recognizes that the creative economy is just as much an industry as anything from petrochemicals to electronics or any other sector that you want. And so therefore it needs finance, it needs regulations and laws. Copyright obviously is a hot topic, but depends what sector you're talking about. Architecture may need changes in our building codes. There may be requirements in other sectors for changes. So the point I'm making is you've got to begin to think of the creative economy in the same way as we think of other economic activities. That does mean then that we put in that effort. And as I said, with the coming of artificial intelligence, you're going to see an explosion of artistic capability being embedded in everybody's cell phone.
So today we have Avarna Jain, who is the chairperson of Saregama and RPSG Lifestyle Media. So my first question is, how do you see, what does the building a creativity economy mean to you?
So building a creative economy honestly is something that's very close to my heart. It is creating IPs out of culture, creating content, and at the same time building value and wealth for the nation.
Okay. And how is Saregama evolving from a legacy music label into a dynamic player in today's digital first creative economy?
So we're doing many things, but I'll give you one small example. We had one of the largest repertoire of music in India. This was sort of just lying in our archives. We took that music and created it into this product called Carvaan. And suddenly old melodies have been revived and our cultural heritage has been preserved for the next generation.
So as one of the few women leading major media houses, how do you see women shaping the future of India's creative industry?
I think the time has come for us to stop looking at it as a woman leader or a male leader. A leader is a leader. Sometimes I do feel that women have the tendency to be more empathetic. So they have a different leading style. But that said, I think we have to look at as a leader, and the more efficient you are, the better you are. And if you can get people to actually garner their creativity and produce great stuff, you can do, a million things. So as it was rightly pointed out inside, you can't ignore AI. You have to embrace it, and you have to learn to work within the realms of AI. If you look at maybe 50 or 100 years ago when the printer or the photocopier came into being, it's not like the artist lost its value. Artworks became more valuable, even though you could, create it mechanically. Similarly, when AI happens, I don't think jobs will be lost, more jobs will be created. We just have to learn to adapt to it and strengthen our laws so that there is no sort of plagiarism or use of content without crediting or without permission.
Okay. So what message would you like to give to share with the aspiring creators and the entrepreneurs?
So I think just one message: create, 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 but create with excellence. Thank you.
मैं आपसे जानना चाहता था, यू टॉक्ड अबाउट इन्वेस्टमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ इन creative fields. So, what is being done right now, and are you satisfied with that?
सर सेटिस्फैक्शन उनको होता है जो कब्र में लेटे होते हैं, तो सेटिस्फैक्शन तो नहीं है, बट हाँ जो किया उस पर अच्छा लग रहा है. फाइनली एक 100 करोड़ का इन्वेस्टमेंट किया, नए होम ग्रोन ब्रांड को हम लेके आए, शो बनाया, पूरा दुनिया उनको देख रही है, उनका इन्वेस्टमेंट, उनका सेल्स बढ़ रहा है. और ऐसे 5 साल में ऐसे ही हम लोग को 1000 लोग लेके आने हैं जो देश का नाम रोशन करें, लोकल को ग्लोबल लेके जाएं, फिर जाके सेटिस्फैक्शन थोड़ा सा होगा.
मेरा मतलब यह है कि जो जिस तरह की अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ आ रही हैं अभी, और आपको क्या लगता है कि आने वाले 5 सालों में क्या आपको लगता है कि किस तरह का होगा?
हम लोगों का सिस्टम चेंज हो गया है. क्रिएटिव इकोनॉमी, पॉलिसीज़ और गवर्नमेंट का सपोर्ट बहुत है. स्टार्टअप इंडिया, हमारे पीयूष गोयल जी के मिशंस, हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी, वो सब लोग मिलके देश को, इकोनॉमी को बहुत सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं.
एक बहुत बड़ी समस्या हमारे देश में रही है और भी जगहों पर है कि जो आर्टिजन्स हैं, हाथ से जो काम करने वाले हैं, हैंडीक्राफ्ट्समैन, ये लोग जो हैं अपना पेशा छोड़ने को मजबूर, जो कि सदियों से पुश्त दर पुश्त चलता आया था, क्योंकि उन चीज़ों की कदर नहीं थी या फिनेंशियली वो वायबल नहीं थे, तो दूसरे पेशों में जाने लगे. तो ये जो है आपके काम से इस तरह के लोगों को क्या अभी तक, मतलब कितने लोगों को आप सोचते हैं फ़ायदा हुआ, और क्या आगे हो सकता है?
तो जैसे आपने जो बात बोली बिल्कुल सच है. एक टाइम था जब पूरी दुनिया पहनती थी हमारे बनाए हुए, बट किसी को क्रेडिट नहीं मिलता था. बट हमने जो शुरू किया, अगर आप देखें, जैसे हमारा एक ब्रांड है बनाना लैब. बनाना लैब के पास 10,000 कारीगर हैं जो ब्लॉक प्रिंटिंग करते हैं. बनाना लैब को हमने इन्वेस्ट किया, नर्चर किया. आज बनाना लैब वो 10,000 फैमिलीज़ चला रहा है जो कारीगर हैं. दूसरा एक और ब्रांड है हाउस ऑफ अम्यूज़, उनके पास 3,000 फीमेल हैं. वो सारे फीमेल भी हाथ से काम करते हैं. एक टाइम था जो उनके साथ प्रॉब्लम होती थी, रोज़ का, डेली का, जो उनका जीने के लिए जो पैसा चाहिए वो तक नहीं था. बट अभी इन ब्रांड के साथ क्या हुआ है, वो सारे एक अच्छी लाइफ जी रहे हैं और हमारा ब्रांड ऊपर